BNGO had beautiful consolidation today. We had amazing news today. We had amazing news yesterday. We had the biodiscovery acquisition, which was fantastic, which we barely moved on. And we have earnings tomorrow. Short interest is still high. The chart looks pretty damn good to me. Is it time for a moon? Is it time for a squeeze? People were asking me yesterday, is it time for a squeeze? What do I think? And what I think is that anything can fucking happen in our situation right now. Like it always can. I know I always say that, but I have to be extremely clear. I apologize for the OGs on the channel that's been following BNGO for months, like most of us have. But for the new people out there that are just being brought in by the hype that BNGO has got and the great news, I have to tell you guys something. This stock is goddamn insane. It's batshit crazy. That's what the price action is. Yes, we've had. I mean, this is from a technical perspective, from what I can tell, right? To my understanding, this is textbook stuff. I mean, today. I mean, look at the price action. We closed. Not only did we close higher today than we did yesterday, but we confirmed the 583 support, which is one I've had drawn up for. I mean, probably months. Okay, I've had this drawn up at least for 1 or 2 months, and we confirmed that. I mean, picture perfectly today. Now, however, earnings goes badly tomorrow. We're going down like the Titanic, man. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Now, what is the chances on earnings? I already have said what I think the earnings is going to be, but the fact is, no one knows what's going to happen, and what you certainly should not be doing right now is living in this world where you think BNGO is only going to go up from now. What you should really be doing is doing your research right now if you're a new person that's coming into BNGO. But I'm going to save the rant for a little bit later. Right now, let's go over the damn news today, right? Like, shut up, Brandon, get the damn news. All right, so here we go. We got the inducement stuff yesterday, and then I also want to go over some stuff for the newbies about what this company actually is and why there's so many people like me that have been in the stock for damn months on end through hell months, right? I mean, honestly, at points it just seems like it's eternal hell when we were going down here. Who have been through that? I want to tell the people that have not gone through that why we're still here. Why me and so many others held through all of this and are enjoying the benefits right now. Which I'm barely in the green right now, but still, man. At the end of the day, this is a long investment for me, and for good reason. I'm going to give you some of those reasons. Anyways, okay, now I'm done. Now let's go with news today. All right, major update to its Solve and Access data solutions, adding significant new variant detection, analysis, and reporting. All right, yada, yada. You can read the title on your own. This is bigger news than you realize. I promise you it is. All right, now I'm not a scientist, but I have done I probably know more about structural variations, base pairs, and optical genome mapping and sequencing than most people, than the average investor does. Okay, now what I'm going to tell you the simple version right now, and we're gonna. I mean, I don't understand everything. Okay, what the hell UPD? Okay, some of this shit I don't even know what the acronym stands for, but when it comes to this stuff, that's my thing. Base pairs and the carbon number variations, the structural variations that we do. The Sapphire itself, that's my thing. All right, so I'm going to give you the simplified version right now, which is basically this. Sapphire is basically integrating technology into our new version here that's going to essentially allow us to be able to see more things in the genome. We were doing, your inversions, duplications, you were doing a ton of variant classes before, now we're adding to that, right? If I show you a chart right here, for what we do, hold on one second. If we go down here to the chart, right here. Okay, this is what we did before. Deletions, duplication, translocation, LOH, SNV, single nucleotide variation, we're doing all this stuff. Basically, what we did with this piece of news, with this new update, is expand what our main product, which is called the Sapphire, if you're completely new, we're expanding what our Sapphire can do. This is bigger than you realize. This is, and the reason probably is because most people don't understand this, and they're not putting the time in to understand this stuff. So let's actually let's dig a little bit deeper. So there's a simplified version. New Sapphire with this new system update is going to be more. It's going to be able to detect more things. It's not like, this is not an update where it just makes a couple things faster or fixes a bug or two, like in a Call of Duty patch or, something like that. This is new capabilities. This is almost making me think of, I'm not going to lie to you, it is making me think of, right? Remember, I'm going to say right now, hold on one second. I'm going to get the news. I have to say right now, disclaimer, because there's so much hype right now. I have to say, we can do anything. This news is good. It's better than I think people are giving it credit for. Obviously we didn't move today. We moved with everything else. Microvision did way better than us for no fucking reason again. That's how it always is, right? Near the Mention had a weird story today. But anyways, this is bigger news than you realize. And still, Bionano is batshit crazy. It's out of its mind. The stop price is insane, so don't hold it if you don't have diamond hands. All right, that's essentially what it comes down to, but still. All right, with that being said, with what I just said, come on, there's new capabilities, and that reminds me of the nano nozzle, my friends. I mean, check out the nano nozzle playlist if you haven't already, if you're new. All right, and more clinically and new, I mean, pretty much, new clinically relevant variants, such as absence, the AOHK, I'm not going to try to pronounce anything because I'll screw it up. The first two classes of variations that are typically considered as sequence rather than structural variations. Are you kidding me? We're starting to do stuff that is considered sequencing more rather than structural variations, which is what optical mapping with the Sapphire does. Are you kidding me? That sounds nano nozzle-esque. That sounds like this is the first of many version updates and increase, and we've been talking about this forever. I'm not trying to get too excited. I'm not trying to get you too excited. I hate doing the disclaimers because it wastes the time, but I also have to do them because there's people that'll YOLO in if I don't. But I have to say, this sounds exactly what a lot of us were talking about back in the days of the $10 days, man. And what I was saying back in here, and of course I'm not bragging, okay, but I am kind of right about this so far. I said the Sapphire is only going to get better, and the reason I didn't know the science behind the Sapphire or all of it. I've learned a lot more throughout the last couple months, but the truth is, when you have and my rationale was simple. It's, hey, this is a new field. This is a new product in a new field that's barely researched. It's probably going to get better over time because that's what a product does in the market. Competition in the free market, luckily, one of the great things about the damn free markets is that the competition forces the only things that survive, the only things that are available to the consumers is what is the most efficient thing at the cheapest price. Sapphire is increasing its productivity. It's getting better. It's getting cheaper. $500 per genome down to $100 per genome by 2023 max. By 2023, end of 2023 at the latest. Okay, that's a whole different thing, but you get my point, I hope. And this thing ties right into that, man. It ties beautifully in because we're doing more. The Sapphire is detecting more variants. Beautiful, all right? That was a long. I could have just said that. I guess I could have just said that we detect more variants now, but it's more important than that. You know it is now, I hope. All right? I hope it made sense. All right. Now, next up, the family of InFocus targeted analysis panels now include one for Fragile X, a repeat expansion disorder, and the thing that they're adding, the InFocus Fragile X, is an analytical routine, yada yada. What it does is reduce the time to results for researchers. This is why the Sapphire has such a good market pitch, and why the salesmen on our team, the people in China, the people in France, and all the, you've seen the job listings, I'm sure, at least some of the more educated ones. I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. Those salesmen for Bionano, they are having, this just helps their pitch. And this, what does that do? Okay, what matters is more sales. What matters is the revenue numbers increasing overall in the aggregate over the long term, forcing the price to head in one direction. All right. Streamlined the analytical workflow tied to OGM through this new software release. We already knew that, but that's beautiful. They're being a little bit simple here. It's beautiful. That's what they're doing at the end of the day. To simplify once more, if you're confused. Sapphire is getting better. Our main product is getting better with this update to its technology. New workflow enables all structure variations detected by Solve and analyzed with access to be named and classified using standard terminology. Okay, we don't care about the nomenclature crap. New classification is expected to simplify the reporting and interpretation of findings, making it easier again. And that's the extrapolation, man. I mean, that's what it is. It's easier, it's better, it's faster, it's more efficient with the Sapphire compared to your CMA, your FISH, your karyotyping, your FragX, your Southern blot. If you don't know any of those, what those are, that's absolutely fine. Those are all alternative methods to the Sapphire in doing the greater than 500 base pair detection stuff. And some of those don't even do 500 base pairs because they're just not good enough. What Sapphire does is everything above 500 base pairs, and fun fact, it's actually a little bit below. They don't actually market this, but it's actually a little bit below 500 as well sometimes. Anyways, let's read the quote here by the CEO. All right, these ongoing improvements in the performance, yada yada, we already knew that, continue to impress. This is our PhD, the legend himself, Eric Holman. We believe this update is significant because of the structural variations are going to be able to be detected now. And he's talking about with our acquisition of biodiscovery now complete, we can work to integrate our variant detection technology with NX Clinical's visualization. And this just gets me excited right here, man. Reporting and capabilities. Maybe when they're going to and basically they're going to combine the technologies of the biodiscoveries that we just acquired, and then we're maybe going to be able to offer a potentially outstanding window through which researchers can obtain the data to drive their science. That's beautiful. That sounds like it could just be Sapphire 2.0. It could just be, a couple more variant classes, or maybe even a little bit lower base pair range that we could start attaching. That would be fucking nice, wouldn't it? That'd be absolutely huge. But it could also be stuff like this. I mean, this is just, when you combine this sentence right here that are typically considered sequence rather than structure variations, however they're doing it now, the Sapphire is doing stuff that's considered sequencing exclusive instead of optogenome mapping exclusive. That, it's like the Sapphire is just reaching out. It's what it does, and taking some of the market from the sequencers and from the PacBios and the shitty other companies, right? Go short PacBio, go short it now. I'm kidding, but we do want those companies to fail, literally. I mean, we kind of do. We want the genomics sector to do good, but we want Bionano to get the market. We want us to get the biggest market share. Anyways, it makes me think of nanonozzle. It makes me think of the Sapphire 2.0 and increasing the Sapphire's efficiency and what it does. And that is only, I mean, even without that, if our revenue is going to be what I'm predicting it and what most analysts are predicting it, over the next 5 years, there's only one way for us to go. Boom. All right, that's it. That's all it comes down to. All right, so that's the new news today. And then we also got the inducement grants. Some people were freaking out about this for some reason. This is nothing. It's cool. It's good news. We always want to go over it, but this is nothing to freak out about. All our new chief informatics officer, we talked about this yesterday, but they're getting, basically, I'm not even going to read the details to you. It's too boring, but basically our new employees are getting incentivized. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. They're getting shares, and remember, okay, I've seen some people always try to say we're getting dilution, more shares being issued, more shares being sold. No, the shares that they get are part of a plan that they did like 3 years ago when they IPO'd. So, or even if some of them aren't, none of them are. Don't worry about dilution with this. Okay, this is not any dilution at all. All right, now for the earnings, this is tomorrow, 3:30 Central is going to be the earnings time. That's when the earnings call starts. Okay, now pay attention here. All right, this is basically the earnings report, the financials, what is actually really more important when the stock is first going to boom, go up or go down, or react in whatever way it's going to, or go in circles, right? Whatever it's going to do, that's going to be probably right after the market close, or maybe a couple minutes after, right? Because they're going to release that on their website. They're going to release that. They're going to put that out right after the market closes. That's usually what happens with Bionano. That's what happens. That's what has happened both of the last 2 times. I think the last 3 as well. So that's why. And because of that, we're going to be streaming. That's why the stream time is 2:30 Central Time, not 3 Central Time. Okay, so there you go. 2:30 is when it starts. So we're early. We can talk about the predictions. Okay, we can all say, we can all relate in our scaredness and our fear and our excitement. But we're going to be starting. So there you go. It's 3:30 Central. All right, there's the earnings tomorrow. And to tell you succinctly, I think obviously we can go anywhere. Please make your own decisions. Please only hold if you know what you're doing. Right. This is if there's any new people out there. You're getting, you need to look at the history, and you just need to be careful because, you don't know what's going to happen here. And this stock doesn't move with the other ones, man. Even with NNDM and Microvision, yes, we usually move with them, but even then, it's so hard to predict. It's pretty damn crazy. So you have to have a plan. You have to research the company. And if you haven't researched the company, but you still are interested, dude, BNGO due diligence playlist on this channel. It's as good as you can get. It's free. This entire document, how many pages is this? 120? 120 damn pages. Are you kidding me, Brandon? Man, that's insane. Yeah, it is. And it's all free for you. You can actually check the link. I think the link of this is in every description, but certainly in that playlist, you can find it really damn easily. And with that being said, let's do one last concluding rant so no one can tell me otherwise. All right, let's be clear. I'm not trying to hype it up. I know the hype's been building. I know we have a lot of new people, especially in the Weeble comment section. I can tell they're very new. Trying to act like this is just going to go up to $10 before the end of the year, or this is just going to go to 10 and this is just going to go to 50, just like that. And there we go. And they are going to get killed one way. They're going to get killed eventually, right? Even if BNGO, even if we do get a kick-ass earnings beat and we go up to 7 or even higher than that, it's still going to be, they're still going to get there. They're still going to get screwed over eventually, because that's just how it is if you're new to the market and you don't know how things are. So know what you're doing, know what you're holding, have diamond hands if you're in doubt. That's my suggestion, that's my opinion, not financial advice. With that being said, thank you all so much. And let me show you my portfolio real quick. So you know I am not being one of those YouTubers that is just telling you I'm bullish but doesn't actually have a position. I hate those people. And there you go. There's my position. I have 14,000 in 14,000 of BNGO. I'm not selling anytime soon. That's as simple as it gets. Thank y'all so much. Please check out Newsweed. Newsweed, use the description. Newsweed is a shareholder of BNGO. He's got a ton of shares. He's got more. He's the biggest whale of BNGO that I know. And yeah, so his link is in the description. Newsweed, the YouTube channel, and their website. Thank you so much. It's not financial advice. I'll see y'all in the next one.